I feel just like a purple Pikmin.
Hi Dank Memes. Welcome to Nintendo Unleashed, where everything gets leaked and then is proven false except for Pokemon Go. So,
Oh no, hold on. There was another thing that was leaked and wasn't wrong.
Oh, sorry.
It was I think someone tweeted about it like 2 weeks ago. It was about Blaze Cake. That wasn't wrong.
Oh, well, we're talking about good things here, Arms. But anyway,
Oh,
I'm Connor, and today I'm here with Noah.
I've been enlightened.
Yes, he has. He's now a follower of Dank Memology.
Mm-hmm.
And we also have Arms.
That's darn right. What about Arms? Is he a follower?
Oh, he's the founder.
yeah, sure.
Yeah, good. All right.
So yeah,
Fakes all the way.
we have some leaked stuff. We also have stuff where if you're not currently residing in Japan, you're probably gonna get pretty mad. And yeah, what we were playing. So I was playing this dank game called Mitomo. It's not actually that dank. It's good. I don't know. Hard to explain. I also played Love Live and Pokemon Emerald and Pokken. And someone else can go now.
Oh man, Pokemon everywhere. You know what? I'm gonna go.
Oh.
Yeah. So, this week I've been primarily playing Zelda Twilight Princess HD, and I'm at the yes, and I'm at the Lake Bed Temple, and goddammit, that mini boss is so annoying. Those little fish. I'm playing on hero mode, so each one of them deals half a heart, and there's like 20 of them that get sent out each time. And every time I die, I only have 3 hearts, so it's like if 6 of those 60 fish hit me, I'm dead. Not to mention the giant frog that leaps in the air and kills you in one hit if he lands on you. So that was a little bit frustrating. What?
You should tap the Ganondorf amiibo.
Oh no.
That'll help out.
I mean, Nintendo's only made 2 good water Zelda dungeons. The one in Skyward Sword, that's kind of mixed with that dead ghost spooky temple thing.
Mm-hmm.
And the Great Bay Temple.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, Great Bay is great. Yeah.
No. It's the Bad Bay Temple. Bad Bay.
Great Bay.
Alright. I mean, yeah. Luckily, I did make it past the boss. Or the mini-boss, I should say, and I got the claw shot. I didn't actually think I was going to get it this early. That's pretty cool. Because there's no hook shot, it's just the claw shot in this game, right? Or is there the hook shot too? I forget.
No, just claw shot. You
Okay.
get a dual claw shot later, though.
You're right. But yeah, so I feel, I don't know, that seems like a pretty satisfying reward for beating a somewhat frustrating boss. But aside from that, I'm enjoying the temple. The start of the temple was very confusing on what to do, because there was like the very annoying rotating staircase, which it's not clear how that works. But once I found the source of the water, it was easy going from there. And yeah, I've been enjoying it overall. You know, I didn't expect to like the stuff between temples as much as I am. I was expecting to want to rush to the next temple, but I'm actually enjoying taking my time, sort of taking in the story. I'm really liking the characters. I really like, Colin. I really like Ilya. And that one lady who runs the bar, like Telma or Selma or something like that. I forget her name. But yeah, I've been enjoying everything about it, and I also got to play a little bit of Pokken because I got that. And currently I'm very bad at it, but I enjoy it. I'm currently in the button mashing phase and working to slowly get past that. And after we record this, I'm going to play Mitomo because I finally caved in and downloaded the Japanese version after a possible delay. So that's why I said I was enlightened, not because of Dank Memes, but because I have I've joined the dark side.
The good side.
Well, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, the good side.
Arms, what have you been playing?
I've been playing, well, Normal Fates, Conquest. I still haven't beaten it, so I'm slowly plowing through that. I played some more Pokken. Pokken is really fun. Really enjoying it. So I'm not in the button smashing phase anymore. I'm trying to learn about it, learn how to play well. So that's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, and are you just sticking with one character, or are you
Yeah.
have you found someone?
Lucario. I'm going with
Okay,
Lucario.
nice.
A good way to learn Pokken is do the advanced tutorial with the character you chose.
Yeah.
It gives you a lot of how their moves work.
Yeah. That's what I did. And I've been playing Mitomo as well, getting those coins so I can get more outfits for my me. That's fun. And Love Life. That's it.
Dank.
Cool.
That's it for me.
Nice. Anyway, so I'm gonna So actually, the very good stuff on the eShop this week I was commenting on earlier, but I'm gonna quickly run through some of the highlights on the list. So on the Wii U eShop, Shantae Risky's Revenge Director's Cut, which was originally the second game in the series, the DSi title. So the visuals really haven't been changed. I mean, they've been like up-res, but it's still the pixel art. And apparently the map has been updated because apparently the map for the original game wasn't very good. But basically, if you haven't played the original, I mean, the game didn't really need any fixing. But if you've never played Risky's Revenge, I guess that's like the ultimate version. And on Wii U Virtual Console is Yoshi's Story, which some people think isn't that great. I mean, I think it's a pretty looking game nonetheless, but some people think the gameplay isn't too spectacular there. And the more notable things are on 3DS, I think. So Witch and Hero 2, the sequel to everyone's favorite game. And Japanese Rail Sim 3D, volumes 2 through 4 have finally arrived. Not sure when volume 1 happened, but... and on the pretty big week for the Virtual Console as well, or at least on the new 3DS anyway, with Donkey Kong Country, Super Mario Kart, and Earthbound. I'll probably be picking up Earthbound, but waiting for Donkey Kong Country 2, because apparently that's better. And on 3DS retail, Hyrule Warriors Legends, which might as well be a new 3DS exclusive, because that game is not pretty on the original, that is for sure. And I believe, you can already get the Season Pass, which is $15 for 3DS only, but it's actually $20 for both Wii U and 3DS. So if you played on Wii U and 3DS, that's a pretty good discount, I guess. But I believe that has 3 different packs. So it's the... I know there's a Link Between Worlds pack. There's a pack that combines Spirit Tracks and Phantom Hourglass, and I think the third is Link's Awakening. So I guess that's the second and probably final season pass for the game. And of course some more Fire Emblem Fates DLC. No themes this week though, but overall there's some pretty good stuff, no matter what you like.
Earthbound. I'm probably going to pick that up.
Yeah. I mean, obviously I have the game on Wii. I feel like a lot of people bought it on Wii U when it was released, so that was kind of a big deal. Yeah. But I haven't played it too much because I feel like it's not that very well suited for at home because there's a lot of grinding involved.
Yeah, so that's a game I want to have on the go, or at least a game that I can just play anywhere.
Exactly. Because
so I'm gonna download it. That's a game I'm gonna buy this week.
I probably will too. I really wish Nintendo would have started implementing not even cross-buying, but just cross-discounting by now. Because they already have it where if you own a game on the Wii Virtual Console, you can get it on the Wii U for like 80% off. But there's zero discount here. I would be happy if it was even half off. But no, you got to pay the full $10 for Earthbound again.
Yeah, it's $10.
So,
I thought it was gonna be $7.99. Like
nope. No, dude, you got that rare game status.
Yeah.
Which I understand it being $10 on the Wii, but on the 3DS is kind of stupid. It's not really rare anymore since anyone can buy it. But
yeah.
I'll probably snap and get it again anyway. Maybe, I don't know. I just got an eShop card for my birthday, so I might as well. I have a bunch of eShop credit at this point, which leads me to a very short tangent. Do you guys think the NX is going to allow you to carry over your eShop credit?
I hope so.
I really hope so.
The Wii did in Wii mode.
Right, but I'm talking about in the NX's equivalent of the eShop. Whether that's... I mean, it'll probably still be called the Nintendo eShop, right? That's a good name. No reason for them to let go of that. I just really hope I can use it for NX games, if that makes sense.
I would hope they'd be like Sony and basically just keep the same store. I think Microsoft does that too.
Yeah. Yeah,
Just
like
keep the same store, but you can't download NX stuff onto your Wii U or whatever. They're like still
Right.
blocked.
Yeah, I really hope that's the case because I currently have over $100 in there, and I really don't want that to go to waste. We'll see. Because I was looking through the
You know
Wii
what
U
you
shop,
can spend
like,
it on?
what?
You can just spend it on plays on the Batricade.
No.
No, not 100
That would be
plays.
such a waste.
Yeah, that would be 500 plays. That would be insane. I could get all the I could get all the badges in the world, but that would be the biggest waste of money ever. So yeah, I'd rather spend maybe like $5 on plays. That seems reasonable, but not 100.
Crushing my dreams here.
Dude, it's $100 for a bunch of like tiny ass, JPEGs that you can't do anything real. Like,
Oh.
if you could, like, if they would mail you actual badges, yeah, I would put a good amount of money into it. But they're not real badges. I understand like having your 3DS home menu printing, but that's not gonna. I don't really get too much out of that, you know.
You know what? You could
What
spend
if the NX
$100
has
on.
the Batricade?
Okay, if the
And they're pretty pictures instead of.
Yeah,
really
HD.
crappy.
They're 1080p as opposed to 240. I mean, yeah, I would plop a little more money into it that way, but not $100. Maybe like 10.
Hey Noah, do you know what you could spend $100 on though?
Let's hear it.
A Rise statue from Ami Ami.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, but
If I could convert my eShop credit to real money.
Hey, maybe they'll take it. You don't know. Maybe,
Yeah,
maybe you
possible.
could just sell your account.
I can buy it. Yeah, I'll just sell my Wii U. So but yeah, so really hoping that's a thing, because I was looking through the eShop at the Wii U sales and like, what do I want to spend this on? Just kind of future proofing a little bit. It's like, oh wait, there's nothing I want to spend it on. So I'll probably just end up buying all the remaining Wii U games digitally to maximize my Nintendo coins and also to burn that $100 just in case I can't use it on NX.
Okay.
So yeah, kind of.
Actually, there's something that you could spend it on.
What?
A game called Sonic Boom 2.
Oh!
Fire
Oh my God, Fire and Ice. Yes.
Yeah.
Water.
Releases on September 27th.
Yeah, thank you.
I mean, but then I'll still have that $60 burning in my pocket. I guess that can go towards Star Fox.
By the way, that's the only news that came out of South by Southwest Expo. Is that what it's called? So, yeah, that's why we're not making a big deal about that, because that's the only Nintendo news for that.
It's only on 3DS.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I think is actually fun, because the 3DS Sonic Boom was a lot better than the Wii one, even if it wasn't too great. It wasn't horrendous. So I feel like it could actually be semi-decent, because clearly it's not rushed.
Yeah,
Because they've delayed it big
yeah.
time.
It's a year
So I feel like
delay.
it could actually be like a decent 7 out of 10 game. We'll see though.
You know what else is probably going to be decent?
Let's hear it.
Well, people may know that there were Vocaloid, Callie and Marie's in
Oh, yeah.
a Splatoon concert.
Vocaloid.
When was
That's
this?
not a Vocaloid.
January? They weren't vocal? I thought they were.
No, Vocaloid is the software that they use to create the song. So Miku is software. She's a Vocaloid.
I thought her whole existence was considered a Vocaloid.
She's a Vocaloid, yeah. But not the Squish Sisters.
Don't they use the same technology?
To make the voices?
To make...
To make the holograms, yes. Not the actual voices for the song.
All right.
They sound pretty
Fair enough.
robotic, the voices, though.
But it's like their voices from the games, you know?
Yeah. Did you guys see that video where they were recording the Splatoon soundtrack and then some girls were singing the songs?
Yeah.
So they use some kind of software, but I really doubt it's Vocaloid.
Okay, well, whatever. So, CG hologram things of Callie and Marie were performing. I believe it was to honor 1 million copies sold in Japan of Splatoon. And,
plus there was a tournament going on that day, so
So,
yeah.
Nico Nico's a popular streaming site in Japan, and apparently they have some kind of event called Nico Nico Chokaigi this year on April 29th and 30th, and it's been announced that the Squid Sisters will be performing one of those days there. So, I don't know if this is going to be streamed on Nico Nico. I assume it would, because it's their thing, but... So I guess we might be able to watch a live stream, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, the last one had a live stream, so hopefully.
Yeah. And Nintendo uploaded the concert on their YouTube channel.
Oh, nice. Only the Japanese one, though, right?
Japanese one, yeah.
Dang.
It's pretty cool, though. I hope they do some concerts over here. That'll be pretty awesome.
Please, oh my god.
Mika's doing concerts over here, come on.
Hold on, I just realized when Nintendo Universal comes out, they're gonna have like 4 concerts a day. I'm so excited.
Yeah. Or they could do it like during E3.
Oh, that too. That's a good point.
You know, like last year, I think wasn't it the Nintendo World Championships?
Yeah.
What did they have though?
Well, they had the Nintendo World Championships last year.
Okay, but you're saying
the year after that. They had the Smash Brothers tournament. What if this year they have like a Splatoon tournament plus a concert?
Oh, that would be pretty cool, actually. Yeah, that'd be cool. I was gonna say like just the concert might be a little underwhelming to some people, but tournament plus concert, that could be cool.
That'd be extremely underwhelming, just a concert.
Please, Nintendo.
Yeah. Listen to us. Anyway, so that was quite the extended version of what we're playing, but...
Well, we started incorporating 2 topics into it. Mitomo, the English site, updated today to say basically, or remove the releasing in March thing. So, rest in peace, Mitomo hopes. And for some reason, everyone starts raging that little free-to-play app got delayed. Like, guys, lower the hype, please. It's not that great. It's fun, but it's not that great.
It's fun, and I think a lot of people will have fun with it.
Yeah, a lot of people are
mess around with MiPhoto and all that stuff.
Yeah, MiPhoto looks awesome. A lot of people I think are just really looking forward to it, and this is something obviously has been a very long time coming. And it's just still frustrating because be like, oh, originally it's gonna come out last. I mean, obviously delays are always frustrating, but it's hard to tell why this one in particular is weird. Maybe because they didn't even give us a real release date; they just said March.
I think it's also the fact that a lot of people see, like, it's out in Japan, and if you download it, you can play in English, and it plays perfectly fine. So a lot of people
seems like
just
they don't understand that there's more. Yeah, there's more to it than that. Like having to get all the store approvals, and like Connor said earlier, making sure My Nintendo is ready for all the users.
The microtransaction stuff, everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Plus, they probably have to localize some stuff because doesn't the version that we're playing has like a question? Would you rather have a senpai or a
reliable senpai or cute kohai? I also got a question. What's your favorite type of ramen? And I've had other questions that are clearly Japanese or aimed at Japanese players.
Also, you can do English curses in it, right? They're probably gonna make it so you can't curse, obviously. Maybe, I don't know.
I should try Japanese curses.
You can curse.
Huh?
I should try Japanese curses, see if those work.
Yeah, exactly.
I could try that.
No,
I have a feeling they wouldn't.
They won't work. They won't work because you have your Mitomo account in English.
Yeah, but I just switched my keyboard to Japanese.
True. You could try.
I haven't tried, but I could. I mean, all you'd hear is a.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll just reply to your next thing.
It's weird, like hearing the Mies. It's weird seeing like the Mies saying bad words.
Oh, do you actually hear them say it? Do you actually hear them? Actually hear them say it? That's pretty funny.
They say like. They say.
Oh no! Remember, we're gonna censor that. But yeah, Yeah.
I also really like how terribly they pronounce Japanese words when you romanize them. Like, manga.
Really?
Yeah, or Adon, Yumi, Yandere.
Oh, yeah. Yandere.
They just pronounce Japanese words so terribly.
So, if I guess if you guys, our listeners, don't want to wait like so long or wait more to get Mitomo, I would say just make a Japanese app account and just try it out. You don't really have to get into it. Just try it out just to test it, and then once it releases over here, just go all out.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, that's what I did. And I thought it was going to be kind of difficult to make the Japanese account. And now, obviously, the only way you can do is if you have Android or iPhone. And I have an iPhone, and Nintendo Life. Shout out to Nintendo Life. They have a really good guide on their website for downloading it early. It took me less than 5 minutes. Just make sure you don't link it to your Nintendo account if you have a European or North American Nintendo account, because that might mess some things up. Only link your Nintendo account to your region's version of the app, just to be perfectly safe. But yeah, you can toy around with it just to see how you like, how it works and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So speaking of mobile games, there was another leak earlier in the week for Pokemon Go from South by Southwest that kind of showed off Pokemon Go, and then that ended up being what it really is. It's kind of funny how they canceled that GDC conference and then ended up showing it off like 3 days later anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Didn't we get more information about it?
Yeah, there's info too. I mean, I know the game's still in early beta, and the public test, I guess, still hasn't...
Field tests.
Yeah, that's it. Still hasn't actually happened. I just hate how the AR looks.
Yeah, in the original video, it does look very jittery. Now, I do think they're going to have a lot of time to work on that. And I hope they do. But I think it's pretty likely that they're gonna fix that up. So I'm remaining optimistic. What I'm glad to hear about is the whole thing with the 3 different factions, or the different teams, because originally we weren't really sure what you would do besides catch Pokemon and like trade them. But now we know that, like this developer's first game, Ingress, that game had one of 2 teams. This game is one of 3, so it's a bit more advanced. But you basically want to hold these locations using Pokemon. You want your faction to have control of the gym. So basically, the ideal strategy is to make sure people in your local area all choose the same faction, so that you can very easily take control of the local landmarks. I think that's actually pretty cool. Like meeting up and sort of planning these things. The original game has spawned a big community off of that, and I think we can have a similar thing here. Because interesting game concept, plus, being Pokemon, one of the biggest brands in the world, it could be something pretty big.
I'm interested to
Plus,
see
it's going to have eggs.
How big these, how specific they're going to go with these landmarks, because I don't want to have to go to Vancouver to play Pokemon Go. And that's really the closest landmark I could think of besides local stuff. Yeah,
there aren't really many landmarks around me either. I hope they can just do buildings that aren't really that important, just so the people who don't live near, I guess, like cities and stuff can still have a chance, because I live in like a suburban type area, and while I can travel to the city, it takes about an hour. And while I might be willing to try that, I don't want to do that every time I want to play Pokemon Go, Like that would definitely be fun to do on a weekend, like, get the optimal experience, but I want to be able to play on a day-to-day basis as well. So hopefully they can consider that.
So the more information that they revealed was that your trainer you level up as a trainer, and then once you reach higher levels, you can find rare Pokemon, more powerful Pokemon that you can capture.
Like Mewtwo in Times Square?
And then you'll have access to more items like the Great Ball, and like you said, those landmarks, I think they're going to be called Pokestops. And then you can evolve Pokemon in this game. But to do that, you have to keep capturing the same species of Pokemon multiple times. So yeah,
I didn't know that part. That's interesting.
That's like most mobile card game type things, like Love Live or Fate Go, where you to idolize or level up cards, you need to have 2 of the same card.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that could possibly be the case in Pokemon Go. Yeah. Oh, and just like, well, it was implied that like water Pokemon would live like near the oceans and that stuff. Yeah, they pretty much confirmed it.
Yeah.
So that's pretty neat.
Can't wait for people to be searching volcanic areas for fire types.
yeah, exactly. I don't know if this was part of the PR, but one of the things says like if you go like in a volcano or something, it's like wait what? I don't think you should do that.
People making Arctic expeditions to get ice types.
Yeah. People are going to go to the greatest lengths.
Arctica to get an Articuno. Holy shit.
The Sahara to get ground types.
Mm-hmm. And you got to go in a cave to get like I don't know ghosts and stuff. I don't know.
Zubat.
Yeah.
No, cemetery for ghosts.
Oh yeah, good point.
You're running around on graves.
Is there a Pokemon that causes tornadoes?
Tornadoes?
Yeah, there's that one. Yeah.
Thunderous?
Tornadoes.
Okay, so tornadoes, right? Yeah. Okay, so what if you catch him? You have to go.
You gotta you have to drive your car into the center of the tornado.
Yeah.
Can't wait, guys.
You went for the Pokemon Go deaths.
Oh god. But yeah, I'm excited for Pokemon Go. I want to see more about it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to learn about it. I want to try it out. And yeah, what sucks is that I live in like a really small city, so we'll see how that goes for me.
I'm pretty lucky to be close to Philadelphia. I guarantee at the Liberty Bell there's going to be like 1 million Pokemon.
It would just be great if like you're the only one in your town, so you instantly get everything in your town because no one's fighting you for it.
Also, wait, isn't there a Pokemon that's like a bell?
Uh,
I feel like there is in like in Black and White or something.
Bell? There's Shimeko and Chingling.
those are like wind
Yeah,
chimes.
no,
though.
exactly.
The bells.
I just feel like at the Liberty
It
Bell, there's going to
probably
be like
is, but my
50
mind's
of them.
blanking right now.
I don't know. Yeah, it's going to be interesting, and hopefully, really, I mean, it kind of sucks that it was originally supposed to release in spring, and now it's just 2016. But as long as they make it good, you know, as long as they take that time to make it polished and everything.
Yeah. Oh,
like Connor said.
Go ahead.
Yeah, like Connor said, the AR should be good. But anyway, go on.
Oh yeah, another thing. I don't think you guys mentioned it. Maybe you did. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. But you can turn off the camera, so
Yeah, that's right.
you don't have to do the AR stuff. You'll just have like a virtual backdrop.
I was just wondering like what that looks like though, because like, are they just like frozen frames? Like, is Squirtle gonna look like that picture Noah sent where he looks like he's trying to give someone a hug permanently? Because if they look like that, I'd rather have the jittery AR.
I mean, I guarantee they'll be animated. You know.
I hope.
No, I guarantee you. I mean, even if you look back at the original trailer, at the very end they had the incredibly brief clip of that grass backdrop, if you remember. Mm-hmm. And they were animated. I guarantee you they're animated. I guarantee you.
Yeah. I'm more excited to see how battles work in this game.
I don't think battles. Well.
Yeah, they mentioned battles.
Yeah, that's a good point. They have to work. They have to work. The original trailer had them, so like, we still don't know.
Is it 1-on-1, 6v6, or?
No, it is probably 1-on-1.
Oh, that sucks.
I mean, we'll see.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yes.
Next topic is the Wii U thing, I think.
Yeah.
So I think it was like I'm not really sure how you pronounce it, like Nikkei or whatever report.
Niaki.
Okay.
Oh, not even close.
N-I-E-K-K-I. Niaki.
Got it. So a Nieki report saying that this would be or at least that Nintendo would be stopping the production of Wii U's soon.
By the end of the year.
And by the end of the year, and apparently that they'd already stopped the production of some accessories. Now, there's a few things here. Number one, Nintendo denied these claims. Number two, a lot of people started freaking out about the NX.
Well, of course they were going to deny them.
Yeah, that would be terrible business saying, yeah, go buy our product right now. It's going to be useless by the end of the year, but go buy it.
Yeah, good point. So, yeah, that's interesting. I would assume it's probably just around the corner. We're probably going to see it at or right before E3. I'm really hoping we see it in the month of April, but I kind of doubt it. Or even May. I just don't know it's at E3. It's so far away. But yeah, if this is true, which again probably is, I mean, how credible is this Nikkei? Oh God, I probably said it wrong.
Nieki.
Nieki. I did it that time. Okay.
They've leaked stuff before. I'm trying to remember what they've leaked. I think they leaked that Iwata's condition hadn't got better before Nintendo officially said that.
Oh, okay. Well, they were right on that.
I also want to say they leaked something about the new 3DS, but I'm not entirely sure.
Okay.
Like saying there was a 3DS redesign coming with a second stick or something.
Interesting. Okay, so it seems like they're probably potentially credible here. And that pretty much suggests that the NX will have some sort of home console form. You know, whether it's a hybrid or a pure home console remains to be seen, but I think it's pretty much a given that it's going to be some form of a home console at this point, you know?
And that it would be this year, unlike the popular belief it's a hybrid with the handheld this year and console next year.
That's right. Now, with that news, does that mean the NX is guaranteed to release this year, or could it release at the start of 2017, like March or February?
I think like they're just stopping production, which, well, assuming this is true, they're just stopping production, which means they're not making any more. They're not like recalling the ones already on shelf or sitting in warehouses. So they know how fast it takes to sell out a production chain thing. So they'd probably, if they don't want Wii U's just sitting on shelves forever. So they'd probably stop it, knowing when they want some overlap, so there's still some, like, there's not just nothing for like a week before the NX launches or something.
Good point, yeah.
So
okay, so they probably have the timeline all mapped out already.
Yeah.
Okay, makes sense. But a lot of people are freaking out, and honestly, it's not that big of a surprise.
Yeah. I mean, the NX is probably going to be revealed this year.
Oh, that's a guarantee. We already know that's confirmed, right?
Yeah, so, I mean, it's just a given. It's the end of the Wii U's life cycle.
Right, and like a lot of people are like, oh, yeah, I'm disappointed. It's like, yeah, but a lot of people didn't buy the thing. You can't really blame Nintendo here. You know, they're not going to keep making games for a system that's not selling. You know, that's just not good business for them. So
it says discontinued after 4 years. That 4 years is same life as the original Xbox as well as the Sega Saturn. And it's only 1 year after what most console generations last, which is 5.
Right.
It's just last one was so much longer for almost pretty much no reason really.
Yeah.
It's just there wasn't.
It was like 7 years, right, or 8 years.
Yeah, I think 8 for the 360, but 7 for Wii and PS3.
Got it. But yeah,
well, at least if okay, so we know this is going to be the end. At least it's going to go on a high note with Zelda, so that's something to look forward to.
Unless it's just not on Wii U and it's just straight up
NX.
No, I don't think it can't be, because think about how many people would be so disappointed by that. You know, think about how many people bought a Wii U just for Zelda.
Think of how many people would be so disappointed releasing a board game Animal Crossing instead of a real Animal Crossing. Think of how many people would be disappointed by a Metroid spin-off and not a real Metroid.
You got me.
Think of how many people would be mad about a Sticker Star sequel and not a Thousand Year Door sequel.
All right. So, touche. Anything could happen here. I mean, look, whatever platform it comes out on, I'm going to own at the time, so I'm not concerned personally, but just as a whole, I hope Nintendo can, please their audience.
I hope it's on both, but I don't think it's guaranteed one way or the other. Well, actually, we do know it's at least on the NX because of that NA marketing rumor.
Wait, which marketing rumor? Sorry.
That one from a while back that leaked, like Federation Force was coming this year, or spring. It was like just before the Direct.
Oh, the whole marketing budget thing?
Yeah. Because that's... that had Pokemon Niji, which ended up being Sun and Moon's codename before Sun and Moon were announced.
Right. Now, what do you guys think are other factors contributing to the Wii U's sort of failure? I mean, a lot of people point to the controller, which is in some ways true. What do you guys think?
I think just terrible marketing.
It's a little bit of everything, really.
Mm-hmm.
Marketing,
just a bad blend.
Yeah, the controller, really, it sent at least during the first year or so, it sent a really weird message about what it could do.
I mean, I think there were two things Nintendo had to make more clear. Number one, that it was not a controller for your Wii.
Yeah,
I guess
that's what
three.
a lot of people
Okay,
thought.
yeah. So three things. Number one, not a controller for your Wii. Number two, not a handheld. A lot of people thought it was a handheld.
Yeah.
And number three, I forget. But yeah, there was a lot of poor communication to consumers, a lot of confusion.
Yeah, well, it all started when they revealed it. Remember, they just showed off the controller, not even the console.
No, the
That's
console
right.
was there. It was on when
It
he was
was.
playing
Well,
New
it
Super
was
Mario
there.
Bros. Me or
It
whatever
was
it was
the
called
partner.
then. It
Yeah,
was
it was-
Yeah.
under his TV.
Yeah, no, Arms, you're right.
It
You're
was
right.
Wii.
The console was present, but at no point was it in the forefront of the trailer. Now, I think when you unveil a console, the console should be at some point focused on in the video for at least 5 seconds. Sure, it was in the video, but it didn't have a single second of focus, not a second. And
Not even a frame.
yeah, not a. If you're watching a 360p video stream, I can understand why you would think a black box playing New Super Mario Bros. Would just be a Wii.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you wouldn't know.
In fact, that game looked
So-
that level they were playing looked exactly like a New Super Mario Bros. Wii level.
Exactly. And first, oh my god, I love going back and watching the reaction videos and people seeing the baseball and being like, "Are those the graphics?" It's like, keep dreaming.
And then they showed off the Zelda Tech demo, and they were like,
Yeah.
"Oh my god!"
Yeah, people
look
freaked out
what
at that.
it can do." But never.
Yeah.
got that.
Well, whatever.
Twilight Princess.
Yeah.
Twilight.
That was a
but-
Twilight
so-
Princess scene.
Anyway, so I remember the third thing I was going to say that I forgot. The commercials and marketing should have also involved the Pro Controller heavily. Like, the main player using the Pro Controller. Because a lot of people are like, oh, I don't want to use that big, bulky thing. It's like, oh, guess what? You don't have to. For 80% of games, you don't have to. And a lot of people didn't get that message. So, yeah. Hopefully with the NX, they can kick it up a notch in terms of, their message being clear.
I think
Oh, yeah.
another... Go ahead.
Oh, you go ahead.
Another issue that they probably could have done better. I don't actually know if they could have. But the gamepad itself seemed like it was innovation for innovation's sake. Like they didn't really have a goal for what they wanted to do with it.
Yep.
Like pretty much
Totally agree.
I've pointed out on the podcast multiple times, but everyone in Nintendo's controllers has had a gimmick, and all of them except the gamepad have helped games on that console in some way, and most of them have
Right.
become mainstays in gaming.
In the industry as a whole.
Yeah, like the D-pad, shoulder buttons, analog stick, built-in rumble, motion.
Yeah, the gamepad just didn't have that same punch. It didn't wow people in the same way that and all those other things do. It didn't just fit in. It was a gimmick people complained of it more than anything.
A lot of the
And I think it's still to this day the only game that actually tries to do something with the gamepad is Nintendo Land.
Mario
What?
Maker.
Mario Maker, Splatoon.
Splatoon is just
No,
a motion.
okay, Splatoon could be done without the gamepad, but it excels with the gamepad. I would argue.
And come on, Mario. If the Nintendo 3DS was powerful enough, that could
Yeah,
have been
you're
done on the 3DS.
okay. Good point.
Yeah.
Okay, so
The only reason it's on Wii U it's because the 3DS can't handle
Okay.
Mario Maker.
Now, to be honest with you, I know you could say this about the 3DS as well, but I think the games which benefit the most are Wind Waker and Twilight Princess.
Yeah,
Yeah, which
legitimately.
are like for the most part.
where they have the
Well,
map on the screen.
Yeah, for the
The map
most
and the
part,
items?
it's just stuff that they did on 3DS and DS. Like Kirby
Exactly.
Rainbow Curse
Yeah,
is just
well,
Canvas
and-
Curse.
The one thing that does differentiate it from the 3DS titles is the presence of off-TV play, which is pretty awesome in and of itself. But that's something every game had. Honestly, I think that's the best thing about the Wii U. But it only really helps if you're in a household where there's a shared TV. But yeah.
So back to you saying that.
Oh, also, hold on. One more game that takes great use. Star Fox, I think, has amazing use of the gamepad.
Okay, I was gonna mention Batman Arkham City, Armored Edition. Have you played that one?
Oh yeah.
A little bit. I played like a demo at a store.
I actually bought it, and it's my favorite version of the game.
Does it have a bunch of
Well,
like? You can use the gamepad as a scanner in a bunch of ways, right?
Scanner to control the batarang,
Right.
and it's actually pretty fun. I
Yeah.
think it's probably the only third-party game that actually tried to do something.
Didn't Zombie?
No, hold on. Well,
Zombie
yes,
is-
yes. No, Zombie is fantastic. So good.
No.
That's a love it or hate it game. Another game. Now that you mentioned Arkham City, Lego City Undercover as well. Pretty great stuff. Both the scanner and the map are great.
Oh right.
I remember that.
And the awesome thing with Lego City is you can actually draw a path, which you'll see on the TV. So if you want to go somewhere, you can draw it on the map. That's pretty awesome. So some games have had a little like bursts of goodness, but nothing that's been like amazing. I agree with Arms. The only thing that's come close to like revolutionary is Nintendo Land, and that wasn't really a true game experience. It was more of a party game.
and Wario too.
Good point.
But
So those two games.
Those are basically just tech demos almost.
Exactly. Neither of them is like a core game which utilizes this, controller.
And to be honest, just having the gamepad, being able to do like asymmetric gameplay and all that, really had my hopes up for Mario Party. They could have done something good with Mario Party, but
Yeah, it was crap
yeah,
because they gave it to ND Cube.
yeah. The Wii U was, at least to me, it was gonna be like a party console that I was gonna use whenever I had people over, and it was that for like a couple, like the first year maybe, but then I just forgot about it.
For me, the Wii U has been a fantastic party console, and that's just the fact that it has Nintendo Land, which I still find to be amazing with friends.
Nintendo Land is-
Yeah, like Mario Chase and Luigi's Ghost Mansion are amazing. And Animal Crossing, all three of those are so good. And also, of course, Smash Bros. Being, a great party game, in my opinion, with 8-player Smash, and Mario Kart pretty good too.
Yeah, but
yeah, it's definitely a console
missed
of
opportunities.
missed opportunities, I was about to say.
I
And
think
morally
it's almost.
mishandled.
I think it's almost like the Vita, where like the Vita has a lot of features that Tearaway was like the only thing that used most of them.
Yeah.
Like
And
a
then
lot.
most games that use most of those features got patched, so you don't have to use them.
Yeah, a
anymore.
lot of or like Persona never really used any.
The touchscreen if you wanted to, but that's about it.
Yeah, and like just most games on the Vita didn't do anything really. They were just could have been on PS3 or 4.
Yeah.
So I think Vita and Wii U are probably fairly comparable, also in the sense that most people who own one usually end up speaking really positively about them.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
the
agree.
games both have really unique software libraries, lots to play.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
just a matter of poor marketing, and pretty similar
Yeah.
cases. The Vita just had a little bit worse, maybe because it was, I don't know, maybe
Vita,
because it didn't have those big titles like Mario and Zelda, maybe. I don't know.
Well, but in the equivalent of PlayStation, so like Infamous, God of War, and all that stuff, it didn't really have those games,
Yeah,
Good point.
the only one it really got was Uncharted. Oh, and I guess Little Big Planet.
and that was a launch title.
And
that was a launch
Killzone, and
title.
Killzone.
which was
well,
not.
Killzone
not
was a
that good.
terrible game on
Yeah.
Vita.
And Resistance, which was like I think it was really bad too. Resistance.
Yeah, and then
Burning Skies, I think.
Golden Abyss. I wouldn't call it bad, but it's not nearly as good as the PS3 ones. Little Big Planet. I would call that bad. Then there's Tearaway and Gravity Rush that are good, but those are both new IPs, and then ended up getting ported to PS4. And then most of the other games are like niche titles, most not even coming out of Japan.
Yeah, and the only reason that the Vita is still at least somewhat successful in Japan is because third parties support it. Just JRPGs, visual novels, all that goes to Vita.
Yeah, like look at all the anime and manga games on Vita. Mostly visual novels.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And yeah, in a way, the Vita and the Wii U met the same fate. They weren't marketed properly, and well, yeah, they're dying now. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Well, you know what's next after the Wii U?
So,
Probably
ARMS.
the NX.
Yeah. I was going to
NX
talk about how you were quitting Unleashed to open a salt factory.
Oh, why is that? Elaborate.
Because earlier this week, someone decided to start a channel called Controllerified, where they and they decided to launch this by making a fake NX controller and then revealing a couple days later how they made it, but acting like it was real when they originally released it. So yeah, and
then there was another one.
yeah, and was that the same guy or a different guy? I know the
different guy.
Okay, I know. I think he said it was base stuff. The first leak, though.
Yeah.
And the
So
first
the
guy
first-
used
the first leak was-
Photoshop, and the second one was 3D printed. Is that it?
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, the first one was a white controller, then the second one was a black one. Totally different.
But anyway, so, despite the salt, I just want to give a shout out to the second controller because that was a really good 3D print job. That thing looked like damn convincing. Like I was 80% convinced that was real. So shout out to that guy.
Yeah. Oh no, and then the internet decided to think it was real because you know what? They found a reflection of a tree, and they linked it to Massive Entertainment, the guys that made the Division. So yeah, so the internet was freaking out, and I was freaking out because I didn't want it. I don't want that controller at all.
So
I want the screen on it.
we should
No.
probably explain before we get into this. We know it's fake. What we're talking about right now is more what we want out of the NX controller, and just using this fake.
Why you guys were defending it?
Yeah, as well as that. Why we were.
You were trying to convince me.
I wouldn't say I was necessarily on Team Real, but me and Tyler were together more on Team, like, wait until we try it.
And me too.
So, the reason I was defending it was more because I was going back to when the gamepad was first shown off, and I was thinking it was stupid. It looked like the worst way to play games. The controller looked uncomfortable to use. It wouldn't be like, it would just be like a controller with a giant screen. What's the point? And I continued thinking that until I actually used it at a demo store like a month before it came out. And I ended up liking it, thinking it was comfortable. And I think I played Rayman Legends with it. And then, so now I've kind of gotten to the point where I try not to bash things until I actually have enough information to form an opinion. Seeing a picture of a device turned off with no context at all is not enough information for me. So I wasn't really saying, like, it's going to be great. I was more defending it as in wait until we have more info on it.
And well, my take on it was that, yeah, I told you guys I don't want a screen on a controller that doesn't have any buttons. But apparently I think we even read the rumors about the NX controller a few weeks ago,
Yeah.
where I said that the NX will have a haptic touch. And of course that's like that will make you feel like there's something like you're touching something really. So it's not
Yeah,
just
there's a texture there.
yeah, there's feedback to wherever you touch, and that sounds cool and all. I saw how they're implementing that tech in other stuff, but I don't want it on a controller. And you guys were saying, oh, but every Nintendo controller has a gimmick or something. Yes, but not all gimmicks stay. This won't stay if it has just the screen and the haptic feedback on it. It's just gonna alienate everyone else, just like the Wii U did. And my biggest concern is that sure, third parties are going to be there for the Cecil reel where they reveal the NX, where they say, "Oh, it's so easy to develop for," but give it a year, and they're just going to drop it.
I don't necessarily think
That's
this
what I think.
time it would be the controller, though. I can agree with that on the Wii U, because they have to... Not only was the Wii U a lot less powerful, they also had to relegate some of its power to streaming something onto the gamepad. I think because potentially what they could have done, assuming they go down this road, is have it so the devs can program their own buttons. They could also have default button templates where, like, maybe there's 4 trigger buttons, 4 face buttons, a D-pad, 2 analog sticks, start, select, which is like what everything has, and put them in the same positions, because that would make it extremely easy to just port the controls or whatever. So I don't necessarily think it would be the controller this time. I more think if it doesn't succeed in third party, it would be like the GameCube N64 stuff, where no one was buying third party stuff.
Yeah, that could also be the case. Just I don't know. I don't want a controller like that at all. Even if let's say for the PlayStation 5 or Xbox, whatever Xbox do, they decide to go that route and do the haptic feedback, I'm still gonna complain about it. I don't want that in a controller. I just want buttons. That's what I want.
But if you think about it, go back to when the Atari 2600 was a thing. I don't want a D-pad. I just want a joystick. Why would you want this tiny little flat pad?
Okay, so I really hate gaming on my phone. The only game I play really is Love Life. I'm not counting Mitoma because Mitoma is basically like a social app. And I'm okay with just tapping stuff, but trying to control something and then just button smashing something on the screen on my phone is just feels awful.
My main issue with mobile gaming is control, like the movement, which there were 2 analog sticks there. Well, I don't know if they were actually analog sticks, but
they look like it.
Yeah, so
Like
that
sliders.
would be that would pretty much get rid of my main complaint with mobile. The other issue is kind of like you have to get used to where buttons are, because you can't just feel unless they do have, like, make it really obvious where a button starts and a button ends.
Yeah, or unless they have that. I think Noah showed me a video of like a phone or a tablet that has like a keyboard that actually like pops up when you go to the keyboard.
Because then you can actually feel the buttons. You can feel their presence. You know.
Yeah, maybe something like that. But again, I don't really want that. And what I told you guys is that, and I mentioned it here like just a while ago. So sure, the Nintendo usually has a gimmick on their controllers. That there's motion, there's the D-pad, there's everything. Some of those stayed, some of those just they were just abandoned. Some of those concepts are a mainstay right now of what a controller is.
Yeah.
And I really doubt that if Nintendo adopts this concept, it will stay in the long run. It'll probably just be a Nintendo thing that they do.
That's possible.
Yeah.
I mean, same thing with dual screens though, and that worked out pretty well for them.
Yeah. Well, the dual screens that's neat. That's like a feature on a handheld.
So do you
Especially
think?
if you played games like Pokemon? I was down for
I
that.
mean, so do you think? I'm just thinking, like, so for, are you more lenient if they experiment with gimmicks on handhelds, but you want your consoles to be more straightforward, or you just really just don't like this particular gimmick?
If it's a handheld, I would give it a try.
All right.
If it's a console hybrid thing that I have to use every time I play a game on the TV, then I'll have a problem with it.
Right. Now, just curious. So, again, this is not confirmed. Heck, it probably won't even be like that. But would you try it if it was?
I'll try it.
All right, you would try it. I'm just curious.
I'll try it.
I mean-
I just don't want it.
Yeah, I personally think it's a pretty unlikely scenario. It seems like a lot of big technological leap for Nintendo, which is not something we're used to.
Plus, think about this. The reason the Wii U hasn't gotten a price drop since I think when did it come out? It came out in 2012. So the last time it got a price drop was in 2013 when
That's right.
Wind Waker came out. So the reason that it hasn't gotten a price drop is because the gamepad is still expensive to make. Imagine if a handheld or a hybrid or whatever the NX is has this kind of technology in it.
Good point. It could be expensive as hell.
It's gonna be expensive. Nintendo, if at that point Nintendo has to like sell it for a loss.
Yeah,
if they
which is
want
not
to make something
a good
Well,
thing.
Sony sold PS4 for loss for the first year.
Yeah,
And that
do you think
didn't even
Nintendo will do
really
it?
have a gimmick. It was just the power.
Do you think Nintendo will do it?
I think
But
they
come on,
kind of have to.
the PlayStation 4 had a huge hype before it came out.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah, but
every.
why?
It's a different situation because
But I'm pretty sure every
PS3
console's
was-
actually sold for loss at launch.
yeah,
Huh.
I'm pretty sure
I
that's
think
the
the
case.
Wii
I'm
did.
pretty sure that's the case. Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Alright,
that's the
but
case.
Arms, what do you think Nintendo can do to get the PS4 level hype? I'm just curious.
Oh man, that's tough.
Because I want there to be that much hype surrounding this thing, you know?
Oh yeah, I want that too, but that's tough.
I mean, look,
Um,
their marketing was insane, you know?
Yeah,
the
of
whole
course,
the whole greatness awaits thing.
Yeah,
Well,
or having like big party games as their the games that they were showing off for the console like really worked out. Like having
Yeah.
Destiny on their commercials was like great.
Yeah.
Or that bashing Microsoft thing
Oh, that
Yeah.
too.
at their reveal.
All that helped out a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, slinging mud a little bit. Yeah, I mean, Nintendo did some of that a while ago, I remember. It's just they haven't in a long time.
Yeah, or even so, the PS4 controller has its gimmicks, and knowing Sony, they're just gonna abandon everything
Yeah,
like they always do.
like
And-
the touchpad or whatever that thing is.
Yeah, on the Vita, everything, or yeah,
even the
rear
PS4
touch-
touchpad.
Yeah. Like I think only I've played one game that uses it,
Yeah.
and you can use it like a cursor to type or something. But
Most
It-
games use it as like a select button because they're
yeah,
the
Well-
share buttons instead of the select.
yeah. But also the reason the PS4 is successful is because a lot of the people that had a Wii or in the past, they moved up to either a PS4 or an Xbox One.
Yeah, good point.
They didn't go to the Wii U.
Yeah, and a big part of that is it had a Wii in the name. I'm telling you.
Yeah. I'm sure.
They need
I'm sure Nintendo thought that was like a great idea because come on, the Wii name is like well known, but
Yeah, but it wasn't as desired as they maybe thought it was.
yeah,
They also kept
everything was just messed with Wii U.
at the point of the Wii U's release, the 3DS was starting to do good too, so they could have seen it kept the DS name. Game Boy kept Game Boy
Yeah.
for how long?
Good point.
So they might have seen it as something like that.
Yeah, like to continue the brand. What they didn't realize is that doesn't work as well for home consoles, maybe.
Well, PlayStation and Xbox.
Well, good point. Okay, oh, yeah,
Xbox.
okay, so maybe unless you're PlayStation or Xbox.
Or no,
Huh.
it works if you market it right.
Yeah.
Okay.
They didn't
Good point.
market it right.
Good point. The Wii was marketed horribly.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
how
so
they marketed
if you
it.
go to okay, I'm pretty sure if we ask a GameStop employee that worked around the time that the Wii U got revealed and prior to launch, if we asked him how many people asked if the Wii U was just a controller for the Wii or accessory for the Wii, I'm pretty sure it's very high.
It would be ridiculous. I doubt even half of GameStop employees would know.
That too.
That's how bad it was.
Because right now I work at retail, and I still get asked that question.
No, yeah. I mean, look, I don't work at retail, but I go in these stores a lot, Toys R Us, Best Buy, and I hear these questions. And luckily, I try to help people. Like, I'll see some couple looking at like the game section, and they'll be like, "Can you explain this to me?" And like, I can't believe I have to do this, but I will.
Yeah, I used to do that a lot too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So I guess we'll go to the questions because all the questions that we got are really about NX.
Yeah, so it'll kind of segue easily.
Yeah. So from Eric, this is all on Twitter, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
So Eric at disturbed underscore the number 1 NE disturbed underscore 1 basically. So his question was, how many more leaks will people believe before we see that the NX? How many more leaks will people believe before we see what the NX truly looks like?
I think a lot. I think people are going to try to they know it's a hot topic because of what just happened. So I think people are going to try to capitalize on that for attention big time. I think that's a great way to get views on your site or whatever.
Every leak that ends up getting any kind of notice always has believers. So unless like they're posted in the depths of 4chan and never leave, there's gonna be someone who believes it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then 4chan, no one believes anything, so.
That's true. Yeah, I think there'll be more leaks. A lot more leaks. Especially because we're so close to E3. And, of course, that's when we think, and I think they confirmed it, where they're going to announce this thing.
That's actually something, that's probably a mistake they have, because both Microsoft and Sony announced the console at a press conference beforehand, and then they focused E3 on the launch games and launch window games.
Yeah. Do you think Nintendo could do that? If anything, they could do like a Nintendo Direct, but...
A Nintendo Direct would be perfect, I think.
Or you know what? They could do one of those... Remember, like, just maybe 2 months before the Wii U came out, they had like a little conference for the press.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, good point.
They could do one of those. Nothing big, just to announce it.
Right, get that press.
Just upload a random YouTube video one day. Just, hey guys, here's the NX.
Nintendo NX concept trailer.
Don't even tweet about it. Just upload it. Mm-hmm. And it happens to be a day the sub boxes are broken.
What if they do it on April 1st?
They don't even realize it's April 1st. They're just like, hey, Friday.
Don't they have like a conference that day for the investors?
Maybe.
April 1st?
Yeah. No? Am I wrong?
I don't
know.
I think it would have to be after because that's the first day of the next quarter, so they don't quite have everything done from quarter 1 yet. So I think it's usually like a couple weeks in April.
Okay. But yeah, I'll start reliving in like real leaks, like maybe if they're like a week away from E3.
I believe them if they come from legitimate sources or are backed by legitimate people. Like if Dr. Cupcakes backs it, like he was totally against this, saying like,
he even said on Twitter that one of his sources on NOE
said it was fake.
Said that this was fake. Yeah.
And he said that barely anyone has access to it. No one would be able to take a picture like that.
Yeah. That's why I think if anything, all the real leaks will start appearing like a few weeks before E3. Mm-hmm. When they're setting up everything and someone happens to have their phone on them and takes a picture or something like that.
Like that
Yeah, but
happens
what?
every year.
Yeah, with Mario
Remember-
Maker, that was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Everyone thought it was, oh, that hand is fake.
Or remember, it happened with the Wii U. Remember when they redesigned the gamepad?
Oh, right. But that wasn't as big of a deal, you know?
Yeah.
But still cool. Yeah. Anyway, I think the next question, pretty vague, but we'll try to move through it pretty quickly, but what do you want out of the next controller for the NX? Should it cater to the hardcore or casual audience, or be innovative? So in terms of what do you want,
This was
Nintendo's-
from who?
oh, sorry, this was from Benjamin Aquino, and he's at Aki0.
Okay.
And that's Aki, like the Spanish spelling, A-Q-U-I.
Yeah.
By the way, that's pretty much the same question as at J Garridian. So we'll just include
Yeah, so
it here.
we're going to sort of so in terms of what I want out of the controller, Nintendo's been filing so many patents, some interesting, some not so much. The only one that I really want on my system is the one with the scroll wheels being the shoulder buttons. I think that could potentially be so good. Think about item management and how easy it would be to scroll through items without taking your focus off the gameplay. Skyward Sword had a similarly seamless system where you could move the Wii remote in the circle to go around your item wheel, but being able to do that would be even more seamless. That would be so nice. I would love that.
Okay. Fair enough.
That's
Connor?
really out of the controller. That's all I want. Connor, yeah.
I don't know, because like I might think I want something, and then seeing that actually be a thing, I might end up hating it, or I might think I hate a concept, and then actually trying it, I find out it's great. So it's hard to say for me. I'd probably say though, I don't want it to be innovative for innovation's sake, like the gamepad. If it is innovative, I want it to actually have a purpose. Like the D-pad had a purpose, analog stick had a purpose, motion had a purpose.
Yeah.
Or
Rumble, not really.
yeah, or be a minor thing like Rumble,
Yeah.
which was already existent, just not built in.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's hard for me. I hope it is aimed at hardcore, just because that makes it easier to port from PS4 and Xbox One PC.
I agree. I also hope a lot of the first-party titles have casual appeal, however.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking in terms of titles like Zelda and Metroid, but the titles that usually appeal to casuals, Mario Kart. I hope that'll still have great casual appeal, because a lot of those people still buy Nintendo systems.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people say, "Oh, they've moved on to mobile or PS4 and Xbox One." Well, that's slightly true. There are a lot of families that still buy Nintendo systems, so you got to appeal to them as well. You know.
And if
So-
they
Yeah.
went to a different company last gen, they can always go to another different company this gen.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, I pretty much said what I want from an NX controller. Just like you, I don't want it to be like that innovative for innovation's sake. I want it to cater to the hardcore, but what does that really mean? I mean, I just want a controller, like a regular controller.
Yeah, just a controller that works well for Nintendo games and hopefully third-party games too.
Yeah, I'll be okay if it has like something minor that they want to try out, right? But yeah, just want a regular controller. I love the gamepad. I love having it, but I just want to go back to regular controllers, to be honest, and I'll be.
What do you mean
Perfect
back?
for third parties.
Nintendo never made a regular controller. Like even the GameCube, the buttons aren't the plus.
Yeah, it was such a
they're
weird
the
layout.
Circle with the
Yeah, but
circle around the A button.
That's better.
Only 3.
The gamepad.
The Z button's
GameCube
tiny.
controller is awesome.
The D-pad sucks.
Something or regular controller. The Wii U Pro controller, something like that.
All right, fair enough.
If it adopts something like that similar style, I'll be fine with it.
I would honestly be fine either way. Like, while it would be nice to have something traditional, I would be okay with it. You know, I'm just trying to go into this open-minded. You know.
Yeah. Sure.
Anyway, next question comes from the Not So Wonderful 101, and he actually has a compound question, so objection. So should Nintendo go third party? Also, when is the BlazKick mixtape dropping? So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to disclose any info on the BK mixtape just yet, but stay tuned. In terms of
Darn.
Nintendo going third party, nah. I know a lot of people want them to, but those people just need to buy a Nintendo console.
I actually kinda want them to do a reverse Microsoft, where they do a handheld but no console.
Interesting.
And then
I'll be
maybe
down for
every
that.
once in a while put a game on PC or Xbox, PS4, whatever, but mainly stick to this handheld.
I would actually be fine.
Yeah.
On one system, and occasionally porting. Like if they could put like Smash Bros or something on PC. Imagine how ridiculous the sales would be. So
Yeah.
that could potentially. I mean, I don't think they should go third party entirely.
Yeah.
But that's an interesting idea, Connor. About like partially. Okay, so interesting. Reverse Microsoft. It's a good way to describe it.
Yep. That's exactly what I want. If they ever decide to just stop making consoles, just do games for other consoles like PlayStation or Xbox. I just want the handheld to stay.
Right.
I love their handhelds.
Oh, they're so good.
Except Virtual Boy.
No, that's coming back. Come on.
Virtual Boy 2.
That's gonna be their VR headset. Come
Yeah,
on.
that's gonna be their
It's not
version
even
of
a
PSVR.
headset. It has to sit on a table.
Well, it's not. It's now gonna be a headset.
They're gonna upgrade it.
It's
yeah.
gonna be called.
Oh.
Yeah, it's gonna be called Virtual Boy U or something.
How about the Virtual Man? Virtual Man.
Innovation,
Virtual
guys.
Yeah. You know it's coming back.
It's possible. Anyway, next question is my favorite. Nintendo NX launch title hopes, and this is my favorite question because I don't care that much about the controller. I just love talking about the games.
From who?
This is from Max, and his is at Ninkoopa. He's a good friend. Anyway, so for me, again, I hope that Smash Bros. NX port thing we heard about a little while back is real. I would definitely love to re-experience that. I also really hope Zelda Wii U, or whatever, the next Zelda title comes to both Wii U and NX. And lastly, Pikmin 4. Those are the three titles I want to see in the launch window, basically.
Okay. Connor.
I think all of those are pretty likely. I also want to see something that's just completely random and like no one expected, like Ice Climbers or something.
Oh yeah, just like a total surprise.
Yeah,
Or
just
new AP.
like no, not an IP, but like a revival,
Mm-hmm.
or
Oh,
like
okay.
Game and Watch or something. Like
Yeah, something unexpected.
Where Rob gets his own game.
yeah,
or something.
raw, or even like a spin-off featuring Bowser Jr. or someone.
The Bachelor Cave Barney. No, the Bachelor Cave Barney.
Alright, sure.
Like I just
Please.
want to see like some huge surprise that like no one could predict.
Okay. Well, of course, I want Batch Arcade NX. That's a given. And it'll be pretty nice to have Zelda on there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And also I want to mention something I kind of forgot, but having third-party support at launch, particularly from Ubisoft and EA, and even further in particular, Ubisoft's Assassin's Creed series and EA's sports games, especially Madden, because those games sell a lot.
Yeah.
And ARMS, I'm sure you can attest to parents asking if maybe the system has, Madden or whatever.
Oh yeah. Or Call of Duty.
I think GTA 6 NX exclusive.
Oh my god, imagine... Look, if you thought people got mad over Bayonetta 2, there would be riots in the streets, dude.
Or you guys remember the Beyond Good and Evil NX?
Oh yeah.
Good point.
So there you go.
Wow, imagine that as a launch
New
title.
Bayonetta 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that'll be awesome. Or what if they talk to Steam and get Half-Life 3 on there? Talk to Valve. Sorry.
I can't tell which one would be worse. Grand Theft Auto 6 or Half-Life 3. I think Half-Life 3 just because that's such a legendary meme,
Valve, please. Valve, please. Do it.
That's how you instantly make your console successful.
Yeah. Last question.
Yeah.
This is my favorite question.
Oh yeah, it is from Mike at @breaklow_. It's do you like Ike? And yes, Mike, I do like Ike. So
Too much
you
of
guys like
Ike.
Ike? Yeah, too much Ike.
He's K.
Arms, what do you think?
Yeah. I like him.
Nice.
He
All
fights
right, well,
for his friends.
yeah, he sure does. I fight for NX having good marketing, hopefully.
Oh yeah.
I want it to
Please.
succeed. Oh my god. I'm in such a state of torment. I just
No.
want the NX in my
Okay,
life.
I
I just want to
decided-
see it now,
I
please.
decided what I want every NX launch title to be. Just
Let's hear it.
Just an amiibo portal. And you just, it's just Disney Infinity Toy Box mode, except it's a $60 game for each amiibo.
Wow, that's amazing.
I know.
You know what I don't want from a launch title?
That.
Amiibo.
Even if it's like a Skylanders type amiibo?
Or you know what it'll be pretty cool if they do. So what if the only way to get Wii U backwards compatibility is if they release a Wii U amiibo? And you tap it, and that's how you unlock it.
Is it
gamepad or something? I don't know.
is it the actual size of a Wii or is it like a mini?
Actual
A
size,
mini
please.
Wii U.
Mini.
Yeah, please.
Interesting. That's a true
My
concept.
dreams come true.
That'd be the best.
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess that's our topics for the week.
That is, and we'll talk about a poll. So first, the poll from the previous week, which was asking you guys about Pokken Tournament. More specifically, have you bought it? And so we had 3 different choices, with those being yes, no, but I plan to, or not at all. So not yet, but I plan to is the winner with 47. Yes.
Rip. Rip.
Seems like a pretty overwhelming majority is interested in the game, which is
You
good to hear. It's a pretty cool
cut
game.
out the entire time.
Oh god, I'm sorry. Should I keep it going?
I don't know. You
Okay.
cut out when you said yes, and then it was just silent.
Alright, I'm just gonna, hold on, give me a second.
Try again. Yeah,
Okay, I'll try again. And so, anyway, for last week's poll, Unleashed asks you, did you get Pokken Tournament? And so we had 3 options, which were yes, I got it, not yet, but I plan to get it, and no, and probably not. And so not yet, but I plan to got 47, yes got 37, and no, and probably not got 16, with 38 votes overall.
Damn.
How was that, guys?
Good.
Good
Okay,
call.
cool. Good poll, indeed. And, yeah, pretty overwhelming majority of people interested in that game. And
Good.
for this week, our poll is, of course, relating to all this NX voodoo silly business. So we asked, would you be fine if the fake NX controller concept was real? And it's a yes or no. Pretty simple poll. So that's going to go up soon, and let us know what you think. If you're interested, also reply and let us know yes or no why, because then we'll be able to give you a shout out and discuss your answer. And now we have a few plugs, so guys, take that away.
Yeah. Also remember to share the poll.
Oh yes, please retweet it.
Tweet
That helps
it.
us.
Yeah. Do all that, please.
So we
plugs.
currently have Ryu Amiibo giveaway. That's running until April 15th, and it's in collaboration with Mike. So there's a post on Twitter about it, and
Yeah, we'll make it our pinned tweet. We'll
isn't
make
it
our
already?
pinned tweet. No, I forgot to make it.
Well, it will be linked in the description anyway.
Yeah.
Also, go watch Haruchika episode 12. That's the finale. And speaking of that, go watch or read the review, as well as the review for Erased. And maybe, I don't know if it'll be out before this video. Probably not before Patreon, but for sure before YouTube. The Bubuki Buranki review.
Okay.
Tyler also reviewed The Division. So go read that. And Arms has stuff.
What? Oh my god.
I know, 2 things.
Yeah.
I was so hyped
So
I only wrote one of them. Oh my god.
Yeah, exactly. So, I got to watch Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice. So I reviewed it. The review's on Blaze Kick right now. So please go read that. Read my thoughts about the movie. It's all spoiler free, so you don't have to worry about me giving out like really huge plot details about the movie.
What do you mean? I didn't know Batman was gonna appear. That spoiled me.
Oh, so sorry. And speaking of Batman and Superman, we're planning on doing a spoiler cast. Jay is gonna go watch the movie, and then we're gonna talk about it. So, I'm really looking forward to that because I want to talk about the movie with someone else. So yeah. Anyway, go watch the movie. It's awesome. And I have an editorial about my biggest concern about PlayStation VR. That's something that I have on BlazeGig, so go read that. And we have something on YouTube, right, Connor?
Yeah, it was uploaded Monday, so it's pretty old now. But me and Arms talked about Assassination Classroom in a spoiler cast, so if you've read the manga and want to hear our thoughts on it, go check that out.
Yeah. Or if you don't care about Assassination Classroom, just go watch the video. Just go watch it, have it spoiled for you.
Yeah, you can go brag to your friends, say, I know what happens.
Yeah.
Go tell your anime-only friends how it ends.
Yeah. Also, if you go to the video, the first comment is a spoiler, so watch out. Although, if you've read the manga or are familiar with the series, you know this is gonna like happen. But
yeah,
just warning you. Yeah. I think that's all our plugs.
Yeah.
Oh, and if you want to know about some Nintendo news, Noah posted something on BlazeGig.
Oh yes, I did. I had 3 great posts.
Yeah, 3
Please
posts.
read them.
Yeah, comment. Leave a comment.
Yes,
leave a penguin emoji.
Yeah, penguin emoji, please. We'll give you $1. I'm not even kidding.
Oh.
Give me your PayPal. Give me your PayPal. Yeah, that's on me. If you if you go on one of my 3 articles, and leave a comment with a penguin emoji. Now this is only 1 per person. I can't guarantee anything, but I will do my best to send you $1 over PayPal. So.
You should really put a deadline on this, cause.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Good point. So okay, you have to do this by Tuesday. All right.
Okay.
We're
not. No, we don't go.
What?
And we're not gonna mention this on Twitter. You have to.
Nope.
You have to.
You gotta listen.
You have to listen. Yeah, you have to listen. This is all Noah. Yeah. So let's just wrap it up. So last week we announced that we're on Patreon. So if you want to become our patron, go check out patreon.com/BlazeGig. And if you want to help us out, just throw us $1 or $2.
Or 7.
You'll get something out of it. Or 7. You'll get something out of it. But yeah, please go support us if you like our content. Then subscribe to our YouTube channel, BlazeGig Media, and if you're watching this on YouTube, just hit the subscribe button or the like button. Leave a comment, maybe.
Okay, now, and the most important thing, if you're watching on YouTube, please just click that share button, share this on Twitter. That helps a lot.
Oh, yeah. Please do that. Subscribe and rate us on iTunes. We have an iTunes feed, so if you just want to listen to this podcast, either on your iPhone, iPad, or whatever, just go to iTunes and type in Nintendo Unleashed, and you'll find us right away. Then visit and like us on Facebook. We're BlazeGig Media over there. So follow us on Twitter. I'm at ArmsMXZ.
I'm
Connor.
at 30sec Love Live.
Noah.
I'm at Dashy007.
And BlazeGig is at BlazeGig Tweet. Go check out our giveaway over there. If you decide to enter the giveaway, you have to retweet that specific tweet, follow us, and also follow Mike. So I just want to give you a heads up. You have to follow Mike to enter the giveaway. Yeah. And lastly, visit BlazeGig.com. Check out our content over there, our reviews, our editorials, our news posts, and all of that.
Our Dank Memes.
And Dank Memes, of course. Well, thank you guys for listening to Nintendo Unleashed episode 59. This was a fun episode.
10 more.
We'll see you guys next week. Oh yeah, 10 more. That's gonna be the big one. Yeah. All right, see Yeah.
With the lesbians or whatever.
I didn't know that. I haven't watched it. I just knew it was a thing. I'm gonna go watch it.
What? What are you talking about?
There's a McDonald's anime, and apparently there's lesbians in it.
And they already have so
Oh.
much. They already have so much fan art.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna have to
Yeah,
watch
please.
this after we finish recording.